Hello everyone and welcome back guys to more F1 Manager, where today we are finally back here on this game. I've been getting quite a few requests from you guys to get back on to this game over the next couple of weeks. So that is what I've done. We're back once again for episode 3 on this, trying to become, you know, the next Toto Wolff dominant in Formula 1. And to kick us off, we've actually got quite a few crates to be opening here today. I'm pretty certain at the time of recording this, they've actually got double ups on crates at the moment, so you get twice as many parts, and that is absolutely perfect to kick us off. We can get a level 3 Alexander Albon, as well as some more upgrades on the gearbox. We'll just quickly blast through all of these, a few more, and there we go. So we've got a few new assets as well to potentially look at. Romain Grosjean, sadly, just too much for myself at the moment. I don't think, you know, we can really get many bucks, but we can upgrade Mr. Albon. So we've now got a level 3 Alexander Albon, 12 to 26 on the upgrades. That is, on the overtaking even, sorry, I should just say. That is not all too bad going on the whole there. And in terms of the car, have we got anything else we can go on here? We have got a few upgrades, I think, since the last video. The anchor, the ramjet as well. That's quite a rare part on this game. And I'm tempted, actually, before we move into this next race, to use one of our boosts as well. Grand Prix events still unfortunately not available at the moment, and yeah, we will still be taking part in Series 1. Potentially, we could move up to Series 2 by the end of this video, but we would need a couple of wins, and I feel like I'm going to be a little bit rusty getting back onto this game today. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are new around here as well, make sure you do get yourself subscribed for more F1 Manager. Obviously, F1 2019 right around the corner, as well as MotoGP 19. I want to do a little bit on that game as well. That drops, what, next week now? I think it is absolutely crazy. Everything that is dropping over the next couple of months, and we have been absolutely slaughtered there in the end. Only by a tenth of a second, actually, but still not ideal. We're going to go for a boost. We're gonna try. We're gonna use self-control boosts. We can only use one per race. So Albon is starting P17. Lancey Boy is all the way down in P24. The forecast is set to be dry all race long. So let's jump in then. Our first race back on F1 Manager. We're going to go like... No, wait. We want to go Albon to go a bit more aggressive off of the start. And it's lights out and away. It had been a horrendous start for myself. What we'll do is we'll just try and keep Stroll, you know, nice and tidy. You know, don't want to try and burn through the tyres. We'll try to go for a low pit stop race. I thought I'd already set Albon to the max, but clearly not. Don't do it just yet, please, Lance. So he's gone hards and soft. So he's actually gone for a bit of a split strategy here. We're going to whack up Lance actually to the medium level, I think, of the start here. But yeah, we'll wait and see as to how we fare. He needs to get past the Haas car of Grosjean, I think that is, but unfortunately not able to do it just yet. We'll have a quick look out though. We'll try and stay in front, monitor what's going on for Albon and Stroll just up the road, because, well, I feel like he's obviously trying to go all out off the start, and maybe that isn't quite the strategy that you want to be going with here. I think we're probably just going to do a split strategy, 4 laps each stint, I'm thinking is probably the best way to go about it. You know, just a nice, simple one stop here. You can see he's already burning through his tyres with Lance Stroll there. Maybe he's going to try and go softs to hards, and then I don't know what he's going to try and do with his other driver there. But it's quite clear that he's got quite a pace advantage over me at the moment. I think it's safe to say we are struggling at the moment relative to this guy. He's just got a much quicker car than myself. Maybe this game is pay to win. Don't do it just yet. We do need to try and keep the tyres in check over the next couple of laps, but we'll whack him back up to the medium speed there, I think is probably the best way to describe it. I think that was the Williams trying to go for the dive bomb of dreams on myself there. And where has he already pit his other driver? Or is he just... No, he's miles and miles up the road there. Lance Stroll dives in to the pit lane. We're still getting dive bombed there by someone else. His Stroll is going to come out ahead of Albon there, so this is not ideal for myself here. And while we are getting absolutely destroyed in this race, we'll try... No, we can't even afford to do that. We're just going to have to go for the one stop. I don't think this race has worked out all too well for myself. And we'll get Albon to really sort of start going for it, and we'll get Stroll to save. So hopefully Hopefully they don't overlap in the pit lane as well here, but we shall wait and see about that as we come in towards the final couple of corners. Yeah, I don't think this has been a particularly good race for myself. His Albon is in the pit lane as well. The Stroll has still been caught out. That is very, very frustrating there as well. But his Albon is actually, he's pitted onto a set of the soft tyres, so that's a bit of an interesting gamble from him. Maybe that's a little bit of a weakness. Perhaps a mistake has been made by him there, because I don't know if those softs will make it through to the end of this race. Where is his other driver? P12. So yeah, I think he is still absolutely smashing me here. It's his Albon. Well, it's Albon on Albon, and it's getting very, very aggressive here. He jumps the Red Bull as well. We just get caught up by the Red Bull. Interesting move, I think it's safe to say, on the end of lap 5 there. But yeah, we are still out just ahead at the moment. We're running low on fuel though with Albon, but we've got so much fuel on that Stroll. We'll get him just to go absolutely all out to the end of this race. How far behind is Stroll? He is miles behind absolutely everyone. That has not been a good result by him. We're rusty, it's safe to say, on this game at the moment. We are definitely quite rusty getting back on to F1 Manager here. I need to start playing this game more. I need to start unboxing, more crates and everything like that, just so obviously we can we can start getting some fighting spirit back on this game once again here, and Albon is still really, really struggling on the fuel here. We get a bit of a punt as well from the Red Bull there, so this is not looking good at the moment, I'll be honest. I think, yeah, we are halfway around lap 7, so it's going to be tight on fuel. Lance has still got way more fuel than he needs towards the end of this race, but I think we are going to get absolutely destroyed. Yes, we are 8th and 13th for him, and we're all the way down in 18th and 23rd, so it's not been a race to write home back there, as we are just dropping places like a stone as we head onto the final lap of this race. Hopefully Lance is a little less depressing to have a bit of a watch with as well. Can he potentially get P22 off the Williams? Maybe by the end of this race he might just be able to, but yeah, this has not been a good race result for ourselves. I think Stroll's actually going to get Albon as well here towards the end of this race, so it's certainly not been ideal. The Williams, we're 1 week we're battling with the Red Bulls. Next week out we're battling with the Williams. It is not ideal here. Ignore that. You're going to make it to the line. That was not a good result. 22nd and 23rd is certainly not something to write home about there. I think we are technically the worst team on the grid. They're 24 points for him, and we scored like none. He makes it through into League 2 though. Congratulations to him. Sadly, the same can't be said for ourselves here. We're all the way back down to 3 stars as we get into the next race there. But having a look, we should be able to hopefully, well, yeah, pretty much mathematically guaranteed to be getting a race crate to finish off this video though. So we'll jump back in and try. There we go. No idea what that was all about. We'll try to get a win in the second race of the day here. Anything. We need a recovery. And he has got a lot more checkered flags than myself. Where are we heading? Canada again. We're going to go for a bit of a different strategy this time round. We're going to go for a softs to hards race, depending on obviously where we do qualify for this one. It looks like we've got a bit of a clear-cut advantage in the opening half of the lap, but no, once again, although it is very, very close, we've split. We have split strategy there, so we're gonna go softs to hards and hards to softs. So hopefully they don't trip over each other. Once again, another dry race ahead of us. I'm feeling confident about this one. I don't know why I'm feeling confident about this one, but I am. So yeah, let's wait and see as to how we fare for race 2 of the day. We'll go like that for the start. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we get going there. Not the best start in the world. We're right on board with Albon as we come to turn 1. That is a very, very colourful car that he has got as well there. Just look at the concertina in towards T1 there. That is not ideal. What we'll do is we'll probably get Albon to, I wouldn't say go for it off the start, but certainly not like slack like we want. Actually, no, we'll get Stroll going a little bit more as well. We'll get Albon going, actually, I think. As soon as I say that, I like to say one thing and then do the exact opposite on this game as we come in towards the hairpin on lap 1. We'll try to get 3 laps out of these soft tyres, which is certainly going to be a stretch, I think, as a big cluster of AI that all start to trip over each other in towards the final couple of corners of lap 1. Yeah, it's going to be very, very tight if we're going to be able to try and stretch these tyres the full 3 laps here. I think, yeah, we are going to need a bit of just tyre saving for both of our drivers on this strategy. It's a bit of a gamble, I'll be honest. Perhaps the 2-stop might have been a better choice in this race. In fact, I think, yeah, we'll dive it in, end of this lap. We'll put Albon on another set of the soft tyres here. We're just going to try and go all out crazy in this race. A very, very early pit stop for Alexander Albon there. So we're going to probably pit Stroll at the end of this lap onto his set of the soft tyres here. So yeah, what we'll probably do, Albon, is we'll make him go soft, softs, hards, and then Stroll will go hard, soft, softs. That's the aim at this stage of the day there. It's Stroll on Stroll this time round. Not too sure what we make of that one. I'm sure that would be, in real life, a very crazy squeeze and lack of awareness of the cars around you kind of battle. They probably both end up in the wall very, very quickly there. As our Stroll is, yeah, dived it. I thought for a second he wasn't actually going to dive it in to the pit lane. Now that could have been the strategy all out of the window here. We need Albon to try and get past as well very, very quickly here. But he's just really, really struggling to try and get onto the back of Lance Stroll here. Just gets caught up behind him. Get out of the way, man, please. Seriously, we just need to push on and try to get ahead of him as well here. We got both our drivers on all-out attack and still nothing he can do. I guess we're in the dirty air of his Lance Stroll there. He dives into the pit lane there. That is absolutely perfect. So we should now be able to get out into some clean air. We'll dive him in onto a set of the onto a set of the hard compound tyres on the end of this lap. Our Stroll will be diving it in next lap as well here. The tyres are really starting to go off as well. So I think, yeah, our Stroll is also going to be very, very tight on the old fuel as well here. What is this cluster of cars doing? Come on, we need to get out. We need to get out ahead. We'll whack it up once again there and then put it into lean mix mode as we dive it in to the pit lane here. Lance Stroll will go on to another set of the soft tyres, as I think he is still struggling on the fuel. Don't do it just yet. We'll whack you back up to medium, but we can't have you absolutely going for it just yet. This race could be very, very tight towards the end there. Just look at this cluster of AI. We've got Williams, we've got Renaults, we've got McLarens, we've got Haas. We've got about 10 cars within half a second here. This is not in. I don't think this is intended. There is Stroll now dives into the pit lane with absolutely everybody else. Albon, we are now leading overall here, and I think Stroll is going to be absolutely crucial for this race. Where are we going to come out relative to a lot of the other AI? Where is he out of interest? You've got plenty of fuel, mate. You're absolutely fine. So he's 12th and 24th. We're 18th and 19th. But I feel, is his Albon struggling? No, his Albon is not struggling on tyres here. So I don't think this is working out all too well for us once again here. We're going to try and get on board with Lance Stroll. He is running really, really tight on the fuel once again here. We can whack Albon up, but Stroll is going to be so, so close towards the line here. But we need absolutely everything. We'll whack him back down, yeah, to low fuel that. Albon should be okay. But we are just dropping places once again here. We need an absolute miracle if we want to come out with the victory in this race. It's not looking good. It is not looking good once again here. Through the hairpin one final time, though. We'll whack up Stroll. We'll whack up Albon. Try to get absolutely anything. But I think it is too little, too late at the end of the day there. It has not been... Oh, my Lord, Stroll suddenly got a slingshot move at the final corner there. Albon has not had the same sort of luck there. And sadly, it's going to be P23 for him at the end of the day there. So I think that is, once again, another loss. We've got work to do. We've definitely got work to do. Ready for the next video here. This has not been a successful day for myself. We're down to one checkered flag on a day where it looked like we could have got promotion. We are now right back where we started. This has not been a successful day. We'll open up our race crate, see what we get. 6,000 coins. 13 bucks, that's rather good. Hopefully that can come in handy down the line. More engine parts there for the Inferno. More Lance Stroll parts. More brake anchors, and even more brake performance upgrades as well. In terms of the car, then we will upgrade that as well. 16k though, that was a bit more than I was expecting, I'll be honest. At the end of the day, we'll assign that to the car. In terms of the drivers, nothing we can do there just yet. We could potentially try and have a look at potentially trying to get Romain Grosjean at some point into the team as well, but I don't think at the moment we're in a dire situation currently on this game. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here. Hopefully next time out we will have a bit of a recovery, and yeah, I will see you guys next time for another video.